Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss a very important topic, and this topic is from a novel Emma, which is written by Jane Austen. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss irony in the novel Emma. Irony. First of all, I would like to define what is irony. Then we will discuss types of irony, and then we will look for the paragraphs and for the ironic situations in the novel Emma. So let's start the video. Irony. The use of words to convey a meaning that is opposite of its literal meaning is called irony, or we can say a contrast between what is expected and what actually happens is called irony. Types of irony. There are three main types of irony. These are dramatic irony. It is a literary technique by which the full significance of a character's words or action is clear to the audience or reader, although unknown to the character. In simple words, dramatic irony means it is a literary technique through which the importance of a character's words or action is clear to the audience or the reader, but that importance is unknown to the character which is there on the stage. Number second is situational irony. When the outcome of a situation is totally different from what people expect, then we call it situational irony. And number third is verbal irony. When the speaker says something that is the opposite to what she means, then we call that irony a verbal irony. Now let us look at the paragraphs and the situations where the irony has been used by Jane Austen in her novel Emma. Irony in Emma. Irony is a very important concept in many literary works. Jane Austen, one of the greatest novelists of Britain in the 19th century, has fully utilized the art of irony in her writing. She is the master of irony. In nearly all her novels, we have ironical situations. Among all her novels, Emma is the best from ironical point of view. Let us see how Jane Austen has used the three main types of irony in her novel Emma. Number first, situational irony. As already mentioned, situational irony means when the outcome of a situation is totally different from what people expect. So in Emma views herself as an excellent matchmaker. Emma is the main character of the novel, and she considers herself to be an excellent matchmaker with keen skills in observation. However, she is too naive, or we can say an inexperienced in this regard. In every instance, when Emma tries to assert her opinion on whom someone should marry or should not marry, she fails miserably. She discourages her friend Harriet from accepting George Morton's proposal, but contrary to her thinking, Morton is the best match for Harriet. Similarly, when Jane Fairfax and Frank Churchill, these are two other characters, when they arrive in town, Emma completely misses the tension between them and is amazed when she discovers that they are secretly engaged. Throughout most of the novel, she is unaware of her own feelings for Mr. Knightley, and does not observe that he also has a romantic feelings for her. One of the most significant examples of situational irony is Emma's fixation on Harriet's portrait. The portrait shows Emma's version of Harriet, but does not know who Harriet truly is. It symbolizes Emma's idealist view of the world around her, and she is often surprised when the real world reveals itself to be completely different from her imaginary one. And let's move to the second irony, that is dramatic irony. It means when the significance of a character's words or action is clear to the audience or to the readers, but unknown to the character, then that irony is called dramatic irony. In Emma, we see much of the situational irony mingles with a dramatic irony. The readers can tell early, or we can say before, on the Emma's faith in her power of observation is misplaced, and thus predict that Emma's meddling in others' love lives will not go well. Similarly, the readers know before Emma that Harriet is truly in love with Mr. Morden, and that he is a better match for her socially and economically than anyone else. Number third is verbal irony. When the speaker says something that is the opposite to what he she means, we have verbal irony. We can see verbal irony in the novel when Emma alludes to how dull Miss Bates is. Miss Bates says, this is a quotation from the novel, "I shall be sure to say three dull things as soon as ever I open my mouth. Shouldn't I?" To this, Emma replies, "Oh, ma'am, but there may be a difficulty. Pardon me, but you will be limited as to numbers. Only three at once." In this irony, Emma does not intend to hurt Miss Bates' feelings. Emma truly believes that Miss Bates will not pick up on the irony in her comments. When Knightley chides her, she tells him, "I dare say she did not understand me." So this is an example from verbal irony. To conclude, we can say that there are many ironical situations in the novel Emma. We can see the three main types of irony in Jane Austen's novel. She was the master of irony, and she had used irony in the best possible way. So it was all about the irony and ironical situation in the novel Emma, which was written by Jane Austen. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.